All right. Look, I got my microphone there. I think I'm good. Microphone. Yeah. Microphone. And let's see. Over here somewhere. Um. That's not what I meant to do either. I can do this. And I can do this. I don't want to hear it though. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, well, I guess this is just a live stream. I am looking to try. This is the Sports Simulation Spectator. I'm your host, Michael Green. Camera's up there. I've never played season ticket baseball. This is a tabletop game that I decided that I wanted to give a go, and I haven't played a tabletop baseball game. So rather than learn it and then produce something good, I've just decided that I'm going to stream it and learn. And if anybody pops in, great. And if anybody wants to sit and watch me play, great. Otherwise, I'm just here for the ride. So are you. So yeah, this is Season Ticket Baseball. It's a dice and card game. You can print a lot of the game for your own cost and then buy teams or seasons from the website. I put the link to the game down in the description of this stream. Like I said, you end up needing, or I didn't say, there is a 40+ page rulebook. Right now, I'm just working off of the quick start card. I have gone through and read some of the rulebook, not as much as I probably should have, but that's okay. So yeah, I am. If you've watched any of my other videos, I'm just gonna kind of go for it, and we're gonna learn together, figure it out together. We are playing in 1975 at Three Rivers Stadium. I don't want to see myself. I want to have access to this. Great. We've got chat there for all the chatters that come in and chat. So we're playing at Three Rivers Stadium in 1975. It is the home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. The way this game works, as I can understand it, is plate appearances are broken down into pitcher, batter, defense, and then stadium-based results. That's about as much as I know. You roll dice and you look at the results and then you read the cards on the players and. So what I've done here is I've turned this into a fictional matchup between the 1975 Oakland Athletics and the 1975 Pittsburgh Pirates being played at Three Rivers Stadium. At Three Rivers Stadium, we've got this chart. I have decided that this game is being played on a pretend opening day, April 10th, 1975. What we are going to make I actually took the opening day lineups for both of these teams and set those lineups up with one caveat. Since we're playing in a National League park, there was no interleague play. You had to wait to the World Series to have AL versus NL. In this case, we are making it so that they're playing in a National League park. So the Oakland A's opening day pitcher will also have to bat, meaning the opening day DH went to the bench. Um, this game took place years before I was born, but I'm very familiar with many of the players. But if I get names wrong, please feel free to correct me. Please feel free to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, so for anybody that is interested in seeing how this is going, let's see, I've got my little dice tower up here. Your starting Oakland Athletics, opening day Oakland Athletics. In center field is Bill North. Starting at shortstop is Bert Campaneris. Third base is Sal Bando. In right field, batting fourth is Mr. October himself, Reggie Jackson. Joe Rudy at first base, batting fifth. Gene Tennants at catcher, batting sixth. Claudel Washington batting seventh in left field. And in right field, at second base in eighth position is Phil Garner. And batting ninth is your opening day starter for the Oakland Athletics, Vida Blue. Like I said, there was that adjustment. Billy Williams is the DH that ended up going to the bench. So if we need to bring in a pinch hitter or something like that, assuming I figure out how to play, Billy Williams will probably get a look-see here. One thing I will say is in the printed version of this game, if you buy the PDF, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe every player gets a card. In the printed version that you can have printed and shipped, I don't believe that's the case. But the Oakland Athletics seriously have so many cards of, these are just batters here that I cut out. There's a dude on this team. I saw him earlier. Where is he? Here he is. Herb Washington. Got in 13 games. 0 at-bats. 4 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and a caught stealing. The guy was a pinch runner and nothing more. I find that wild. A card got carded for him and all that stuff. But I digress. Your home Pittsburgh Pirates are starting at second base, Rennie Stinnett. Third base, Richie Hebner. Center field is Al Oliver. First base in batting fourth and cleanup, Willie Stargell. Richie Zisk in left field, batting fifth. Dave Parker in right field, batting sixth. Manny Sanguillen at catcher, batting seventh. Frank Tavares at shortstop, batting eighth. And your opening day pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis starting for the Pirates, and Vida Blue starting for the Oakland Athletics. So, first, as I understand it, we need to roll for weather, right? I think so. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll for weather. So, typically, the way the game gets played is you're going to have 1 6-sided die and 2 10-sided dice. I've got these set up with red, white, and blue. They kind of match what's in the quick start guide, but you can use whatever colors as long as they are differentiated in color. To select weather, we are playing a game in April. And there's a little chart down here. I'm going to pop up my OBS so I can see what I'm looking at. There's a little chart down here. Whoop. You're going to take your base day temp for a day or night game. We're going to play a day game. I like day baseball. Let's play some day opening day baseball. You're going to take that base temperature, add the 3 values of your dice, and that's going to determine the temperature for the opening, for the start of the game. Then there's going to be a roll to determine whether or not there's rain, and rain will affect the game depending on how those things come out. So here we go. This is our first roll. We have a 6, 4, and 2. That's 12 on top of 47 degrees. That means where you've got a crisp 59 degrees at start time. Yeah, because we're playing a day game. And we are also a -1 on rain bonus. So we're going to take one, when we roll for rain, we're going to find out that we're going to take the values, add them all up, and then take one away because it's April during the day, I guess. In Pittsburgh, sure. There's also a chart here that does say, where did I see it? I just saw it. Oh, deep. So there's a section on the charts that say whether the deep drive, the left field, center field, right field to determine if they hit home runs. We are looking at if it's greater than 52 degrees or less than 52, we're at 59, so it's a +0 to deep. So we don't actually add any variation into the value that comes up on our deep rolls. Now we're going to check for rain. We're just going to add these values up. It is 7 and 6 is 13, plus 5 is 18. -1 is a 17. And we are looking at light rain, -3 to fielding. It's a rainy opening day here on opening day in Pittsburgh. So it's going to be -3 to fielding. Well, there is a fielding column here, and I don't really know how fielding works. Does fielding get addressed on my quick start card? Challenges, overthrows, fatigue. That's for throwing at guys. Let's see, what do we got here? Defensive strategies, offensive strategies. I also have, just because I've decided I might need it, the actual full rulebook. I decided it was very important for me to have it handy. Because there's a lot going on here. So let's look at weather. See what weather actually says here. For all, okay, fielding ratings are lowered by 3 for all challenges. That's things like overthrows and that kind of thing. We're going to also roll here for wind. We're going to roll 2 10-sided dice to determine if wind is a factor in today's game. Wind blowing out increases number of home runs. Wind blowing in has the reverse effect. We're rolling 2 10-sided dice. It is a 5 and a 2. That's a 7. No significant wind. Great. Nice and calm. Oh, cool. And my little scorecard here actually has that on there, so I can roll for wind and all that stuff. I also realize I don't think I wrote on here any time, the time that the game is going to be played. So we're going to say that this is a 1:10 start time. I don't know. Were they playing 1:10 baseball in 1975? I don't know. All right. So we've got our first rules set up. We've got our lineups all set. Got our temperature. We got our cloudy rain, and we are getting ready to go. So, you know what I should do? I'm not going to worry about it this time because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But for future, if and when I track this, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to end up tracking this. I do have some game software that might allow me to track this well, but we're just going to. I should have put on my scorecard the handedness of the hitter just so that I could kind of keep track of this stuff. But Stinnett is our home team, so we are going to start over here. I've also never actually run a good scorebook, so I've been reading, trying to pick up on how to keep a scorebook. I always thought I did it right, and I'd always get the scorecard when I go to a baseball game, and it turns out, no, I was kind of not doing it right. So we're going to see how well we do with this. So this is going to be Ellis is our opening pitcher. And he is going to be our starting pitcher. All right. So, all right, we got. I'm gonna. All right, so I'm gonna move my little scorecards here so I can make sure that I'm looking at the right stuff. So the way that I have this set up, I don't know if this is how I'm gonna like doing it or not, but I've actually got the batting lineup in a stack so that I can just kind of move through the lineup. On each card, this is the Oakland Athletics cards that I printed out. I love the format of the card. It's got their team, the year, the age. It's got all their information on it, as well as how good they are at fielding of things. When you roll, you're gonna look at your final numbers, and they're gonna be in red, white, blue order, or what I should say is the 6, and then one of your 10s and your other 10. If it's a 1 or a 2 on the red die, it's based off the pitcher's card. If it's a 3 or 4 on the red die, it's the batter's card. If it's the 5, it's defense or rare plays. I have rare plays in the rulebook, I think. And then if it's a 6, it's based off the stadium card. Yeah. Also rolling a 6 will help determine the pitcher's fatigue and home field advantage for some stuff. I have to say, like, I've not even rolled a single die for an at-bat here, and I'm fascinated with the way that they're building park factors into this game. I've never been to Three Rivers Stadium, especially not in 1975, but I can look at this card. I got a nice little diagram of the field itself. I've got field dimensions, but I also can get a really good feeling that I understand the way that this field plays and this stadium plays throughout the season or throughout the year. So here we go. Doc Ellis is getting ready to throw the pitch to Bill North, and we're off. It is it is a 6-9-6. So we go directly, of course it is. 6-9-6. Pitcher's fatigue only comes into play when the pitcher has pitched at least as many innings on their little stamina card. So I've got this little stamina spot here. Doc Ellis has a 4, so he'll start being fatigued once he's pitched 4 innings. Vita Blue is once he's pitched 6 innings. So we've got a 6-9-6 on our chart here. That is a walk. That is a walk. Beep, beep. I'm not even sure if that's how you write that down, but that's what I did. Bill North opens up the season with a walk. 6-9-6? Yes, that's right. And now we have Mr. Bert Campaneris starting shortstop. That is a 4-7-9. That is a batter card. 4-7-9. Oh boy, that is a hit by pitch. This is not how this day was supposed to start for Mr. Doc Ellis. He's already let 2 gentlemen on base, and it's the first inning. I've not even had to have them. They've not even swung the. Oh no, they've not even swung the bat yet. All right, Bert Campaneris. Sal Bando is up to bat. So there are strategies for things like stealing bases and establishing a lead. But at the moment, I'm not worrying about it. If the runner chooses to challenge the outfielder's arm, there are certain symbols that have an exclamation mark. It means they have to do it. On a question mark, it means they can do it. The question mark and exclamation mark together means something else. But guess what? I have my rule book. And that's actually towards the very beginning of the book. So yeah, here we go. A plus symbol means the runner advances a base. The exclamation mark means the runner is thrown up for a double play. A question mark means the runner may advance. And a question mark and an exclamation mark means the runner must try to advance. Okay. That makes some sense too, I think. Yes, I got my my white die is not super great. It is like I froze. Come back, OBS. Here we go. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice die by itself, but it's gold and it's hard to read. All right, here we go. We got Sal Bando coming up to bat. He had 15 home runs in 160 games. Look at that. There's even the player stats on the bottom of the card. Man. Here we go. It is a 498. That is also on the batter card. 498 versus a right-handed batter. That's a drive to deep left field. On a deep left field, add batter power rating to 2 10-sided dice. So we're going to take Sal Bando's power, which is a 6, and add it to the two values of these two D10s. It is a 5. 6 and 5 is 11. That is a double. Sal Bando hits a double. And it says, runner on first, question mark. So if I'm getting that right, the runner on first can try to score. Otherwise, he does not. But that also means runner may try to advance on the runner's arm. Or the right fielder's arm. So I'd have to find out who the right fielder is. I guess my right fielder is Dave Parker. Dave Parker, how's your arm, buddy? Your arm is a 4. For the moment, since I'm just learning, we're going to make sure that this all happens. So, Campaneros gets to third. North comes home to score. Bando's got an RBI. And it is 1-0 Oakland. Right? That's right. On that deep left field drive. All right. Let's pop back here. Boom. 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 Doc Ellis, what is happening, sir? All right, Sal Bando sits on second base. Reggie Jackson comes up to bat. Second and third, nobody out for Reggie Jackson. It is a 4-3-6. 4-3-6. That is a 4-6 out. That's the first out. So just on a 4-6, that is a, it says 4-6, yeah. So that is a second baseman at second. How does that even work? Reggie Jackson, were you trying to score there? So a 4-6. If first base is unoccupied. Oh, that just means that, I guess if it's a 4-6, what does this say? With less than 2 outs, with infield in. So I didn't move around the defense. So right now, everybody was just where they were. So I did not change anybody's infield positioning. Probably should have, but at the moment, that is too much. So on this hit for Reggie Jackson is a 4-6 against a righty. That means it's second baseman to the shortstop, a force out at second. Force out at second. But first base is unoccupied right now. So that means the rule actually says if first base is unoccupied, which it was, we're going to change it to a 4-3. It's going to be a 4-3 instead. So Reggie Jackson's out at first. I'm assuming at the moment I don't have anything to indicate that the runner's advanced, right? On an out like that, the runners, I'm trying to think, if it's a ground ball to the shortstop and he throws, or not shortstops, is it 4? It's 4. So as the second baseman, I'm going to assume both those runners move up. So that means on that ground out, Campanera scores, Reggie Jackson with an RBI, and Bando moves to third. It is now 2-0 and 1 out with Bando on third base. Up to bat, first baseman Joe Rudy. I have literally never heard of him before. I'll be honest. 21 bombs, 75 RBIs in 126 games. All right, we are looking at a 4-2-9. Means we're back on the player card. 4-2-9 is a versus a right-handed batter. 6-4-3 double play. So this is another case. There's nobody on first base. So it's just going to become a 6-3. And on that ground out, Sal Bando is going to score. I'm sure there's something in there to indicate whether or not these runners run. Runner events after the slash. Here we go. Here's the rule. All runners advance 1 base on ground outs, with the exception of balls hit to the following fielders: shortstops and thirds. Runner 2 only advances if forced. Catcher, runner 3 only advances if forced. Okay, great. So it was a second baseman. And then all runners, and then runner 2 would have been held. So I did it right. Look at me knowing my baseball and how that's probably going to play out. I mean, again, I could have positioned the fielders, but all right. Gene Tennant's Up to bat, our catcher. Tons of power, 29 home runs. 158 games. 158 games for catcher. I mean, he's catcher on first base, but... And that is a 517. So what does that mean? 517. It's not here. It says rare plays and defense. It's not on here. It's on here. 517. That is a single to center field. I'm not a single for Gene Tennant's. And a hit by pitch. So far, there's only been 2 hits this inning, but it's been a walk, a hit by pitch, a double, ground out, and another single. Doc Ellis now facing Claudell Washington in his first at-bat. It's a 5-6-8. It's another 5-6-8. So on my little quick start card, rolls of 510 to 599 refer directly to a defensive player's card with the tens digit specifying the position. Oh, how about that? That's neat. All right, so that means if it's a 5-6-8, we're looking for our shortstop that's involved here. Here's Frank Tavares. 5-6-8. Oh no, that is an E6. E6 on to first. Tennant finds his way to second. What a mess. Doc Ellis can just not get out of this inning. What is happening, Doc Ellis? So Claudell Washington finds himself on base. Phil Garner. Phil Garner, second baseman. That is a 6.35. Rolls of 600 plus. 6.35. That is an F8. And finally, they are out of the inning. But that is 3 runs for Oakland in the top of the first inning. Pittsburgh coming to bat. 3 runners, or we got 2 left on base. 3 runs. How many hits? 1, 2, 2 hits. All right. So Phil Garner flew out. And we're going to have Vida Blue's going to be batting to start the next inning. Right now, he's coming up to pitch. Vida Blue toes the rubber as Rennie Stinnett comes up to take his first hacks of the season. 23-year-old starting second baseman for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 286 hitter last year in 1974. That is a 404. That's on the batter card. 404. Vida Blue is a lefty. It's a 5-4 ground out. 1 out. Rennie Stinnett. Richie Hebner is another interesting designation on here, I think. Vida Blue has a plus on his starting pitcher. It indicates that he can be part of a 4-man rotation. So this game has to figure out a way to take into consideration stamina for players in a time where they weren't protected in the same way their batters are now. Richie Hebner steps up to the plate. That is a 2-8-4. That's on the pitcher card. That's the first one of those we've seen. 2-8-4. Oh boy, versus a left-handed batter. That is to deep right field. Richie Hebner has a power of 7. Deep right field. That is a 9 and 7 is 16. That is a fly out to deep right field. But it gets squeezed by the right fielder. Well, I'm forgetting who it is at the moment. By Reggie Jackson. And that is 2 outs. Al Oliver steps up. 18 home runs and 628 at-bats. And the pitch, 5-6-3. That is a 6 is our shortstop. 5-6-3. That is a 6-3 ground out. And the Pittsburgh Pirates go 1-2-3. After the first, they've got to find themselves down 3-0. All right, so with Vita Blue being up to bat now, I have to learn how his batting works because he doesn't have a batting card. Let's see. When pitchers bat. Batting with a full count. Oh boy, there are like offensive strategies you can put in here that changes the way that things happen when they're batting with a full count. Hitting to one side of the field. Playing out of position. I don't even know how you keep track of that stuff. That's crazy. And I guess somebody wants it to be as accurate as possible. Pinch hitting for the pitcher. Pitching around the hitter. Fatigue. When pitchers bat, their eye and contact ratings are used with the pitcher batting card to determine the result, acting as a batting table. Contact and eye ratings are included on batter cards for informational purposes, but not used to determine results. So Vita Blue has an eye and a contact of 4 or an eye of 4 and a contact of 0. Power, contact, speed. When pitchers bat, their contact and eye are used with the pitcher batting card. Okay, well, we're just going to figure it out with the pitcher batting card. Sounds great. Here we go. Vita Blue, first to bat in the second inning. That is of course, it's going to look at the pitcher. Oh, no, that's okay. We're looking at Doc Ellis here. 1-4-6. 1-4-6. That is a walk. Doc Ellis walks Vita Blue, the pitcher, who's batting in a National League park. You definitely don't want to do that. Up to bat is Mr. Bill North. Do you think Doc Ellis would have gotten the coat? Do you think they would have gone and collected the wind jacket and put it on him to keep him warm at that time? I don't even know. All right. Bill North is up to bat. He walked in the first inning. 4-5-8. 4-5-8 is on Bill North. 4-5-8 versus a righty. That is a strikeout. Ching! Big old K. 1 out. Doc Ellis can use one of those. He's looking for a ground out here. It's not Bill North now. Up walks Bert Campaneris, who was hit by a pitch and came around to score on Reggie Jackson's ground out. That is a 5-6-7. That is a defense play. That is a 6, which is our shortstop again. Who's our shortstop? I don't remember. It is. Wah, wah. There we go. Frank Taveras. 5-6-7. That is an E6. That is, I think, maybe his second error. That is E6. That's the second error of the game for Taveras. That's not looking so great. Vita Blue moves up to second base. Campaneris finds himself on first. And what's his name? Doc Ellis is in trouble again. Sal Bando walks in. Why would the A's have had him hit third? I understand that I did not grow up watching Sal Bando play, but a .230 batting average? I mean, I guess he's 100 points above on OBP, but it was a different time, I guess. Sal Bando with a 4-2-3. 4-2-3. Versus a righty. That is a walk. Sal Bando walks. Campaneris moves up to second. Vita Blue around to third. And we have the bases loaded again for Doc Ellis. With Reggie Jackson stepping up to the plate. Mr. October. He's probably not Mr. October at this point. 36 home runs last year. And the pitch. It is a 5-8-1. 5-8-1. 8 is our center fielder. That's Al Oliver. 5-8-1. All right, so we're looking at a fly out. That's an F8. And it says runner 3, question mark and exclamation mark, is what? I've already forgotten. Question mark and exclamation mark is... I feel like that's required. Must try to advance by challenging the guy's arm. All right. So Al Oliver has an arm of 2. How do we challenge the fielder's arm? And it's raining, so we got -3. If the runner chooses to challenge the outfielder's arm, roll the results dice and add them together. So we're going to push them all together. The runner is safe if their speed plus the dice total equals or exceeds the arm. Equals or exceeds the arm plus 10. So the arm plus 10 is 12. Arm plus 10 is 12. Okay, here we go. We're just going to roll it and then we'll figure it out. That is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus their speed. Who's on third? It's Vita Blue. Speed of 0. Woo-hoo! So they sent Blue. I don't think that would have happened. That's okay. So we've got 0 plus 11 is greater than or equal to 10 of, and the arm, no, it's 12. However, we've got weather, which is rain. Is that only on overthrows? Let's go look at weather again. Anybody that's here watching, thank you for sitting here and just listening to me ramble. Weather. Here we go. For all challenges, see overthrows on page 4. So it's back where we were, page 4. Pitcher fatigue. The runner, for any runner advancement roll, the thrower commits a throwing error if both 10-sided dice are higher than their fielding. He's got a 7. They were not both higher. The advancing runner is safe and all runners move up. If an outfield position is shown in parentheses after a hit, the lead runner may attempt to advance an extra base by challenging the arm. The lead runner is the closest. Oh, it's -3 on the fielding check. So if they were both over on the fielding value, thrower commits an error if both 10-sided dice are higher than the fielding. His fielding with the -3 is a 4, but the 2 is still not. So in this case, Vita Blue is thrown out at home by Al Oliver. I don't know how you mark that. Vita Blue is out at home by, we're going to mark that as an outfield. There's a note section down here. We're going to say outfield assist by Al Oliver. And nobody else is going to move up because I don't have anything to indicate that they would move up. They didn't try to tag. Vita Blue got thrown out. Yeah. Got thrown out. Nothing, Muffin. So that still means we got men on first and second. There we go. First and second. And Reggie Jackson cannot get. So that's 3 outs, right? Because Reggie Jackson flew out. Yep. That's 3 outs. Reggie Jackson flew out. North struck out, and then Vita Blue got thrown out at the plate. Doc Ellis will take that. Joe Rudy will lead off the next time the A's come up. We are back at the bottom of the second inning with Vita Blue pitching. All right, I'm starting to get this. We got Al. It's not Al Oliver leading off. It is Willie Stargell leading off. I'm gonna make sure we mark that there. And it is a 5-0-1. 5-0-1. Oh, pardon me. For rolls of 5-0-0 or 5-0-9, reroll on rare plays on page 30. So I don't even get that on my quick start thing here. So here's my rare plays. Reroll on rare plays. So we got a 501. So we're going to re-roll on rare plays. Here we go, rare plays. What's going to happen here? It is a 148. Batter ducks to avoid an apparent beanball. Home plate umpire warns both teams. For the remainder of the game, any hit by a pitch by either team results in a pitcher's ejection. Ah, that's cool. Warnings in bottom of the second. Just so I can remember it, I guess. So I guess that means we re-roll for Willie Stargell then? Because that's what happened. All right, Willie Stargell. You got a second life here. You still have a chance. That is a 457. 457 on Willie Stargell's chart. That is a double for Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell starts off with a double. Do you think Willie Stargell would like air high five the dugout like they do now? Richie Zisk, left fielder, comes up. We are looking at a 696. So that is on here. Rolls of 600 plus. Add 5 if the home team is batting. So this is the home team batting. 696. We're adding 5, which makes it a 701. That is a walk. That's a walk. So Zisk is on first. Willie Stargell still on second. Dave Parker and his 25 home runs comes up to bat. That is a 189 on the pitcher's card. 189. With less than 2 outs. That is a bloop single. We're going to call that a bloop single. He moves up. He moves up. And I guess in that case, it doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, so nobody's going to try to advance because it's just a bloop. So bases are loaded. This has been a whole lot of offense that nobody, I mean, I guess there were 3 runs in the first inning, but Dave Parker gets himself a single. Manny Sanguillen, 328 batting average, 391 OBP. That is a 5.38. 5.383 is the first baseman, Joe Rudy. 5.38. That is a single to the right fielder. So that's a single. That means Stargell comes around to score. Zisk at least moves up 1. Parker moves up 1. And then since it says the right field, he could run on him if he wanted. So who's the right fielder? That is that guy, Reggie Jackson. It's a 5. And Zisk's speed is... Where are you, Zisk? A 1? No, he's not going to try it. We're going to stay there with the bases loaded again for Frank Taveras and his 0 home runs. Again, there's I could be like moving fielding around or things, but right now all we're worrying about is the quick start. There's so many pieces. Here we go. Frank Taveras steps up. That is a 119. That's on the pitcher card. 119 becomes a... Nope. 119. Yeah, 119 becomes a 319. And that is a K. So there are certain results on cards that will... I'll show it here. You can kind of see it right here. It'll... If it's in red with little X's, that means it's going to repoint you to a different spot on the card. So since we got it here on pitching, it moved it over to the 3 column, which put it onto the batters column itself. So that's our first out. And Doc Ellis comes up to bat. Pitcher versus pitcher. Unfortunately, the bases are loaded, so he's just got to go after him. It is a 5.93. 5.93. 9 is the right fielder. It's Reggie Jackson again. 5.93. That is a F9. And it says runner 3 is required to try to run. I want to pop over here to my little rule book. Make sure I'm getting this right. Runner must try to advance by challenging the fielder's arm rating. All right, so let's see if we can do this without looking it up. So we've got Zisk is on third base. Zisk has a speed of 1. We're going to roll all 3 of these. So that is a 6, 9, 17, 18 with his speed. And Reggie Jackson's arm is a 15. So if I'm getting that right, he scores. Or throws stealing challenges. It is arm is 15, speed is more. Yep. Cool beans. So Zisk is going to come in and score. This is going to become a sac fly F9. So he gets himself an RBI for Doc Ellis. Zisk scores on the fly. And that gives Pittsburgh 2 runs. And we come back around to Mr. Rennie Stinnett. If I'm doing anything wrong, please, anybody and everybody correct me. I will feel much, much better about it. All right, Rennie, it is a 6-3-1. 6-3-1. That's on here. This is the home team, so it's going to be a 6-3-6. It's an F8. That's the third out. And at the end of 2, that's 2 runs. We've got 1, 2 guys left on base. Three to Oakland. Top of the third inning. Joe Rudy about to bat. I was going to say tee off. I'm playing too much History Maker Golf. We're looking at 480 or 408. That is on the Joe Rudy card. 408 versus a right-handed pitcher. That's a 5-3 ground out. 1 out. Gene Tennis. I realized that I wrote his name down here as Tenance. So that definitely shows how I know who Gene Tenance and his 29 home runs were. All right, that is a 4-5-1. That puts us on Gene's card, 4-5-1. If it's nobody who's on base, it is just a 6-3 ground out. Tenance is 1 for 2 on the day with that single. And Claudell Washington up to bat. He got on base with an error, 1 of 2 errors by Pittsburgh. It is a 2-2-8. Puts us on the pitcher's card. 2-2-8 versus a left-handed batter. That is a 4-3 ground out. 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down. I didn't look to see how many guys got left on base. He got thrown out. 2 guys left on base last inning, too. And that is a goose egg with Pittsburgh coming to bat. Leading off in the third inning is Richie Hebner. Flew out to the right fielder, Reggie Jackson, in the first inning. Oh no, my dice got stuck. Unstuck. There we go. 4-2-6. 4-2-6. That is a versus a lefty. F9. Richie Hebner pulls it to right field again. Flies out. 0 for 2. Up to bat, Al Oliver. He grounded out to the shortstop. That is a 4-3-6. 4-3-6. That is an F7. Fly out to the left fielder. That's 2 quick outs for Vita Blue. Willie Stargell up to bat. He's got a double and a run scored. That is a 1-7-4. 1-7-4 on Vita's card. That is a walk, and Willie Stargell's on base again. Oh, we'll put this up here. Baseball and balls. He's got a speed of 1. Willie Stargell is not going to try to steal. One of these guys, I'm going to figure out how the stealing works, and I'll figure that out shortly. But at the moment, I'm not worried about it. We'll figure it out. Let's see. All right. And Richie Zisk. Mr. Zisk has a walk and a run scored. That is a 4-0-4. That is a walk. Two men on base for Dave Parker. There were two quick outs here, but Vita Blue finds himself in a little bit of trouble again. Stuck die. There we go. Wow. 4-0-7. 4-0-7 against the lefty. That is a, well, it says 4-6-3 double play, but in this case, we're just going to make it a 4-3. Dave Parker grounds out. Two runners left on base. No runs scored. After three, Oakland leads 3-2. I need some kind of cool music to play. All right. Doc Ellis, he's starting to get to the point where I'm going to have to learn how to use stamina. But I feel like I'm moving. I feel like I'm slowly starting to get a hang of this here. Up to bat, Phil Garner, the second baseman. And in the first inning, he flew out to the center fielder. This time, the swing with a 4-1-3. That is a 6-3 ground out. Nope, I'm in the wrong column. One out. Up to bat, Vita Blue. 1-1-4. So we're looking at the pitcher's card. 1-1-4. That is a 3XX. I don't know how this works. Because this technically comes over here. All right, so I literally have the rules here. And it says, hit and run. No, I just want to know what happens when the batter bats or the pitcher bats. I don't. When pitchers bat, their contact and eye ratings are used with the pitcher batting card to determine the result, acting as a batting table for 300 to 499. Oh. Oh. So it became a 3. It became a 3, right? We're looking here again. It's a 1-1-4. The 1-1-4 on Doc Ellis would send it over to 3XX. So I guess we're going 3-0-4. This doesn't make sense to me. With the pitcher batting card to determine the result, acting as a batting table. When pitchers bat, their eye and contact ratings are used with the pitcher batting card Is there some card that I didn't print? I'll bet you that's what it is. Pitcher batting card. Yes, sir. Well, here we go. Insert this card in the lineup as a placeholder for the pitcher. Okay, so that makes a whole lot more sense. Great. So we're looking at, we don't have this card here in front of us, but I've got the card here. We're looking at our roll again was a 114. That makes it a 314. 314, looking at the contact rating of 0. That is a K. Vita Blue is struck out. That was, I mean, I'm assuming that's what we all knew was going to happen. He walked the last time. So, hello, BKB. So that's 2 outs. And I'm going to print myself one of those cards to be able to slide in here. Up to bat, Mr. Bill North. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. That is a 396. 396. And Bill North grounds into a 5-3 out. And that is the end of the 4th. Oakland can't put any more on the board, still holding 3-2 lead. Stepping into the box, Manny Sanguillen. A single in the 2nd. All right, we got a 1-2-2. 1-2-2 on the Vita Blue card. 1-2-2 becomes a 3-2-2. That is an infield single. Doesn't say who didn't pick it up, but it just says an infield single. So Manny Sanguillen in his super fast catcher feet got himself onto first base. And Frank Taveras, who struck out and has 2 errors, is looking to try to avenge himself. That's a 4-6-8. 4-6-8. That is an F7. 1 out. Sanguillen retreats back to first, and he just kind of chills there. Oh, guess what? Now we got this Doc Ellis. You know what? We're going to learn how to bunt. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn how to bunt because that's what would happen now. Bring the infield in. Bunts. Here we go. Okay, so on this bunt, it says we take our dice values plus bunt rating. Does he have a bunt rating? He does. Doc Ellis has a bunt rating of 4. So we take our values, put them all together, and see what happens, I guess. Right? We're looking at a bunt. Fielder's choice, miss, foul. 2-strike flow chart. All right, here we go. We're just going to roll him. Doc Ellis is looking to bunt. That is a 7, 8, 12, plus his bunt rating of 4. That's 16. It says fielder's choice to first base. Fielder's choice. Runners, unforced runners hold. Defense may take automatic out at first or challenge any forced runner. Well, for the sake of it, you know what? We're just fielder's choice by the first baseman. That's what this is. All right. So Sanguillen moves up. This is a fielder's choice by the first baseman. It's an out. And Doc Ellis has a sacrifice bunt. My rule book or my notebook here is amazingly tracked. And Rennie Stinnett with a man on second and 2 outs. They 5, 8, 9. 589 is on the star chart. Where's 589? Defense. That is an 8. That is the center fielder. Boom. 589. That is a single plus. All right, so that's a single. And it says plus, which means that is an outfield single. Runners 2 and 3 score. All right, so that means Sanguien comes around to score. Stinnett gets an RBI. And it also says Stinnett. Was it Stinnett? Yeah. It was Bill North that got hit too. And then R1 question mark means any runner that was on first can try, but there was nobody on first. So that's just a single. Okay, cool. That makes some sense. Richie Hebner with Stinnett on first. Is Stinnett fast? 5 stolen bases. Right now is not the time. It is a 6-2-1. 6-2-1. It is the home team up to bat. That is a 6-2-6. And that is an F6. Fly out. Yes. F6. A fly out to the shortstop. That's 3 outs. We're looking at 1 guy left on base and 1 run scored. We have a whole new ball game. It is tied 3-3 after 4. After 4. All right, so that means that Doc Ellis is pitching now, and we have to learn how stamina works. Fatigue starts at 0 when pitchers enter the game. Stamina rating is the number of innings in which a pitcher can pitch without risk of fatigue. So he's pitched his 4 innings, so he can start getting fatigue now. After exceeding stamina, any base runner, hit, walk, or hit by pitch adds 1 to the fatigue. For rolls of 600 to 699, add 10. For each level of fatigue, rolls below 600 are not affected. Okay, that's easy enough. All right, Doc Ellis. Up to bat. Not Mr. North. It is Bert Campaneris. Been on base twice. Once as a hit by pitch with a run scored, and he got on with one of those Frank Tavares errors. That is a 1-3-2. 1-3-2. That is an F7. Campaneris flies out to left field. Put it in the wrong column again. F7. It's an out. Sal Bando. 1 for 1 with a walk, a double, and an RBI. That is a 3-8-6. 3-8-6. 6-3 ground out. It's another out. All of a sudden, after that wild first inning, Doc Ellis has kind of pulled it together. Reggie Jackson steps in as a 5-8-2. 5-8-2. We're looking at the center fielder. 5-8-2. That's a fly out. F8. 3 outs. Another shutdown inning. Second straight inning. Third straight inning. Third straight 1-2-3 inning for Doc Ellis. Vita Blue comes in. or is up back on the mound. Here we go. Vida can go 6 innings before he starts showing fatigue. So that is all right. Here we go. Al Oliver up to bat. 0 for 2 on the day. That is a 2-3-5. 2-3-5. That is a 3 unassisted. I did it again. I put it in the wrong column. What a dummy. I'm assuming that's going to be 3 unassisted because that other chart kind of hinted. Yeah, I'm saying that's 3 unassisted because it was a 3-6-3 double play on the chart otherwise. Willie Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. And he steps up. It is a 5-8-7. That is a fly ball to center field. 5-8-7. That is a F8. It's a fly out for Willie Stargell. Coming up is Zisk, who's walked twice and scored once. 2-5-4. 2-5-4 versus a righty. That is a F9, flies out to right field. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Vida Blue. All right. Joe Rudy against Doc Ellis. Well, I missed with my red die. Reroll. Ooh, okay. So, Doc Ellis. It says, any base runners add. For each roll of 600 or more, add 10 for each level of fatigue. So, right now, there are no base runners. He's got no additional fatigue. But it is, yeah, no additional fatigue. So, we're looking at a 6-9-3. That is on here. 6-9-3. That is a triple for Rudy. 1, 2, 3. That's a triple. And that adds 1 fatigue because now he has a base runner. Yep. All right, Doc Ellis. What do we got? Oh, we got to change batters. Joe Rudy is on third base with nobody out. Gene Tennis up to bat. 5-0-1. 5-0-1. That's a rare play. That's what that is. Come back over here to our rule book. Get to our rare plays. Here we go. 5-0-1. Oh, see, okay, so I did something wrong with the rare plays earlier. Cross-reference the current. Here we go. No outs. 5-0-1. There is nobody out with a runner on third. We're looking at rare plays on page 530 or page 30. Okay. Maybe I pulled the wrong rare play, but at least I know for the future. We are looking at a 6-4-0. 6-4-0. Dribbler up the first base line, interference. The batter collides with the pitcher before he can field the ball. Batter is rolled out for interference. Batter is ruled out for interference. And that also means if it's a dribbler, with the pitcher being the one that gets the put out, that's a 1 unassisted. It's an out because it's the pitcher. He doesn't run because he wasn't forced. So Rudy stays on third base. Claudell Washington with an opportunity. Man on third, 1 out. There's a 4-3-9. 4-3-9. Claudell Washington. That's a rip. First base. That's a single. Coming home to score is Rudy. Washington gets an RBI on first base. And Oakland takes a 4-3 lead. Adds a little bit more fatigue there for Mr. Doc Ellis. He's gonna give it a little bit more of a push here. We're looking at, let's see, who's up in the next half of the inning. Parker, Sanguillen, Tavares, Ellis. They're gonna try to get to him. Phil Garner is up to bat. I don't know if I rolled for Garner. 3-4-9. I did not. All right, that is or I did. I did? What was the... No, here we go. 3-4-9 is my roll, I guess. And that is an infield single. Garner's on first. And all of a sudden, things feel real gross. Vita Blue is going to bunt. Vita Blue is going to bunt. That is a 13. And bunting is plus their bunt rating. Vita Blue's bunt is 1. So that's a 14. That's a foul. 2 strikes, C below. Batter reaches 2 strikes without putting the ball in play. Batter now has 2 options. Keep the bunt on, re-roll on the bunt table, or swing away. We are going to try to... We're going to try to bunt, and they are going on contact. There's only 1 out. No, they're not going on contact. They're just bunting. Vita Blue is going to try for that 3rd strike bunt. It is a 9 and 6 and 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. 23, 24 with his bunt. All runners advance. Batter is out if... All right, so we got 24. It's a 5-4. All runners advance. So we at least know he moves up and he moves up. All runners advance. Batter out if arm plus is greater than or equal to the arm of the number 5. I can't think of who 5 is. 5's third baseman. So if the arm of the third baseman that's a 1. A big fat 1. That is a 12 is greater than or equal to 10 plus batter speed. And there's the rain thing as well. We've got rain also that we're dealing with here. So we got weather. Overthrows on page 4. If both 10 are higher than the fielding. Richie Hebner's fielding is a 7. No. Okay, so that's fine. He doesn't overthrow anything. So he's only got 1. Vita Blue's speed is 0. So batter speed plus 10, batter is out. Because he's only got a 10. The arm is more than that. So he's, Vita Blue is 5-4. Out. All right, men on second and third. And Bill North is up. This is probably Doc Ellis's last inning. Can he get through it? It's a 5-1-5. 5-1-5 is to the pitcher. That is a wrong guy. 5-1-5. That is a 1-3. And he is able to get out of the jam. 3 outs. 2 runners left on. 1 run. There's a 4-3 lead for Oakland. And that is going to be the end of Doc Ellis, I think. Going to have to figure out a pitcher to bring in. Might just bring in the guy that's pitched the most. Since I don't know who any of these pitchers are or when they were on the team or... they've also got games started on here so I can know who was really a starter and who was a reliever. That's my closer. I'll bring him up to the top because I'll probably need him at some point. Where's who we're going to bring in? I know who he is. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. We are... Pittsburgh's up to bat. And Dave Parker steps in against Vita Blue. Vita Blue. We are 6-0. No, 6-8-0. It is the home team. Vita Blue's got a stamina of 6. This is only the 5th inning, right? 6-8-0, which makes it 6-8-5. That is a single. Dave Parker on base with a single today. And the ++ just means long single. Anybody was on base that could run extra spaces. Got it. Got it. Manny Sanguillen with that infield single. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles and a run scored. That is a 6-2-4. That makes it 6-2-9. 6-2-9 is an F6. 1 out. Frank Taveras, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fly out to the left fielder. That is a 1-5-4. 1-5-4 on Vita Blue. That is an F9. And we need ourselves a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter. Who should we bring in? Who's worthwhile bringing in for Pittsburgh? We got we're gonna bring in look at all these guys with like no at bats. He's a catcher. We're gonna pinch hit with wow. Bob Robertson. Bob Robertson is our pinch hitting first baseman. So we got to write down here that Doc Ellis is out of the game. And it's Robertson. Pinch hitting. Vita Blue is all finished. So he, you know what? Let's. I don't know when they go through and get their official line for anybody. Or not. Vita Blue's not done, but Doc Ellis is. So Doc Ellis, we can get his final line when we bring in our replacement pitcher. But Bob Robertson, power of 9. That is a 4.69. 4.69 versus a left-handed pitcher. That is a single. How do you mark when the pitch hitter came in? I'm just going to say, like, this is the pinch hitter at bat. I don't know how to mark that. That's a single. And then since it's the plus, runners on second and third score. Runners on first go to third. So Dave Parker finds his way around to third with that clutch single by Bob Robertson, turning the lineup over. Rennie Stinnett's up to bat. Stinnett is 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Can he pull up the clutch hit this time? 4-1-2. 4-1-2. Unfortunately, he cannot. That is a 5-4 ground out. And that is the end of the inning. 0 runs, 2 runners left on base. And after 6, it's 4-3 Oakland. So Bob Robertson has had his pinch hit appearance. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to bring in right-handed pitcher Kent Tekulve. To face off against Bert Campaneris, Sal Bando, and Reggie Jackson. So let's get this final line here for Doc Ellis. He faced 9, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 batters faced. He pitched 6 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 3 walks. 2 strikeouts. 0 home runs. 4 runs. I believe they were all earned. Yes, I believe they were all earned. And now we got Kent Tekulve coming in. And he cannot go more than 1 inning without starting to add fatigue. So he's coming in on the 7th inning, first batter. Remember, nobody can get hit by pitches either. All right, Kent Tekulve against Campaneris. It's a 1-1-8. A weird double play. 1-1-8. Says it's a 3-6-1 double play. I guess it's a 3-1. Right? Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 ground out. Sal Bando. That's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. That is a 4-3. Round up. And Reggie Jackson. Mr. Reggie Jackson. That's a 1-2-7. The complete shutdown inning. Kent Tekulve comes in. Faces the minimum. 3 up, 3 down. 6.5 complete. Pittsburgh Pirates. So let's just see. Vita Blue can go 6. He has gone 6. From this point, he starts adding fatigue for any runners. All right, Vita Blue, you're facing Richie Hebner, leading off in the bottom of the 7th inning. That is a 2-7-0. Oh boy, it's a deep fly to right field. Deep fly to right field. Is that right? 2-7-0. 2-7-0. Yep. Deep fly to right field. We roll these up. 5, 6, 13. And it's just a long, hard out. Reggie Jackson steps on the warning track and grabs around or pinches the glove around the ball. Fly ball that's just loud. Up to bat, Al Oliver looking to make some sort of a dent here, trying to make progress, get them back here in this game. They're only down 1, but they are running out of chances. That's a 2-0-3 on the roll. 2-0-3 becomes a 4-0-3. 4-0-3 is a 4-3 ground out. Al Oliver, we are getting through the heart of the order here, and Vita Blue is not looking like he's tiring at all. Willie Stargell steps up, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a double, a walk, and a run scored. That is a 3-1-0. 3-1-0. That's a big whiff. Swing and a miss, and Willie Stargell takes a seat on the pine. That is 3 up and 3 down for Vita Blue. We're going to have to bring in another pitcher here. You know what? Tekulve's going to try and go 2. That's what I think is going to have happen here. Tekulve's going to go 2. He's going to try. Kent Tekulve facing Joe Rudy to lead off. Joe Rudy, 2 innings ago in the 6th inning, did hit a run or a triple in which he came around to score on a single by Washington. Here is Kent Tekulve, 6-4-3. 6-4-3. That's an F8. Fly to the center fielder. 1 out on Rudy. Kent Tekulve at 1 1/3 innings. He's faced the minimum. Gene Tennis. 5-2-9. 5-2-9 puts us on 2, which is our catcher. 529. 529. So that's a passed ball, but I have a feeling re-roll if the bases are empty. So there's nobody on base. We just re-roll. 517. We're looking at 517. That's the pitcher. 517. That is a 1-3. Another out. And Claudell Washington, 20-year-old outfielder, playing left field today. 2-4-6. 2-4-6. And that is a 6-3 ground out. And Kent DeCulvey is gone too. And that is going to be everything from Kent DeCulvey. We're looking at nothing across that board. We're just going to fill in that line there. We're going to have to figure out who's going to come in and pitch for him, though. And after that, Oakland does not score, bringing Pittsburgh up to bat. Am I not filling my up here? No, nobody scored here. That was the 8th inning. We are on to the bottom of the 8th. Vita Blue still pitching himself a great game here. Vita Blue is not showing any signs of fatigue. Richie Zisk, 2 walks, 0 for 1, a run scored. 6-0-2. It is the home team that makes it a 6-0-7, but it's still a strikeout. Vita Blue gets Richie to swing and miss. I think there's even a way in here to determine whether or not it was caught looking or it was a swing and a miss. But it's, yeah. All right. Dave Parker. 23-year-old Dave Parker. That's a 3.85. 3.85. That is a single. And Dave Parker finally gets a little bit of pressure here on Vita Blue. 1 man on here in the bottom of the 8th. The bullpen is starting to stir. Taking a look at the lineup that's coming here. It's pretty right-handed. We're going to get a righty and a lefty up here. We're going to put up, let's see, who would they have used? Who would they have used? We're going to warm up Jim Todd and Paul Lindblad. They're going to be my 2 pitchers. I'm not sure who's going to come in, but they're, in theory, warming. Sanguien up to bat. Manny Sanguien. That's a 5-3-1. 5-3-1. So that's a ball to the first baseman. Joe Rudy. 5-3-1. That is a 3-6-3 twin killing. 3-6-3 double play. And Vita Blue says, I don't need any of those relievers up behind me. Nobody left on base. No runs. We are headed to the 9th. Oakland is leading 4-3. So Oakland is going to look at getting up their closer, Raleigh Fingers. We do need to bring in a new pitcher here for Pittsburgh. So we're going to bring in, let's see, we're going to bring in Ramon Hernandez. Kent DeCulvey, you were great. But we're looking at Oakland up to bat. Phil Garner leading off. Billy Williams is going to be our pinch hitter here. All right, so we've got Ramon Hernandez coming in the 8th inning to face the first batter. Ramon Hernandez winds and delivers. It's a 6-4-5. 6-4-5. That's a fly out. F8. 1 out. Billy Williams is going to come in as our pinch hitter. Billy Williams is going to be pinch hitting. I also realized over here on this side, I never inserted to Culvey. In the pitcher spot. Lefty on lefty, Ramon Hernandez is pitching to Billy Williams. That is a 3-1-9. 3-1-9. That is a K. Ramon Hernandez gets the K. Ka-ching! And then Mr. North, Billy Williams, struck out. Billy North. That's a 2-5-8. 2-5-8. That is a 4-3 ground out. No runs scored, no runs left. Ramon Hernandez pitched himself a nice inning. Clean inning with 1 strikeout. 3 batters faced, 1 inning. I guess technically he's not done, but 0 hits, 0 walks. All right. We are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Raleigh Fingers is coming on to close out the game. Let's figure out this final line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Vita Blue faced 34 pitchers, went 8 innings, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 1, 2, 3. 3 walks. 1, 3 Ks. 0 home runs. 3 runs scored. All right, is that what I got over here? Yes, sir. 3 earned runs. That's his final line. And Raleigh Fingers coming in to close out the game. Starting with Frank Tavares. Let's see. Is there somebody else in here that's a better shortstop, maybe? No. I mean, we're already going to need a better hitter for a pinch hitter. We're going to... All right, well, here's going to be our pinch hitter when we need it. Frank Tavares is going to get an opportunity to avenge himself here. That is a 217. 217. Sorry. That is a K for Raleigh Fingers. 2 strikeouts, 0 for 4 for the day, and 2 errors. That is not a great day for Mr. Tavares. Raleigh Fingers, we got coming in to pinch hit is Mr. Bill Robinson. Oh, this was Ramon Hernandez. And then I guess we've got, it's Robinson pinch hitting. I'm going to get better at keeping these scorecards, or not. This is my pinch hit appearance. Robinson. It's a 302. That is a strikeout as well. Ooh, Raleigh Fingers coming in and mowing them down. Frank, nope. How did that happen? Oh, because I left him in the lineup. Bill Robinson. And Rennie Stinnett. They're into their last chance here. 649. This is the home team. That makes it a 654. That is a 4-6 ground out. And Stinnett cannot get it done. No runs, no hits. We got 9th inning coming in on the first batter. 3 batters faced. 1 inning. No hits. No walks. 2 Ks. The winning pitcher is Vita Blue. The save goes to Raleigh Fingers. Today's losing pitcher is Doc Ellis. Let's see. Who should be our player of the game? We're looking at, I don't know. We got 4-3 as our final score. There were 2 errors, right? 2 errors for Oakland, none for Pittsburgh. And then hits, we've got 1, 2, 3, no, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits, is that it? Oakland got 5 hits? How many flipping walks were there? 3 walks, 2 errors? What a mess. Oakland scores 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. So Oakland still wins the game even with the 2 errors. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. Let's see if I've got my RBIs tracked correctly. Sal Bando gets an RBI. Reggie Jackson gets an RBI. Washington gets an RBI. So where did I not put one in? Who did not get an RBI here? Bando got an RBI. Reggie Jackson got an RBI. So it went walk, hit by pitch, double. So that scored. Bando got that RBI for North. Second and third, Reggie Jackson comes up. He grounds out, but Campanera scores. Bando's still sitting on second. Oh, it's Tennant's. So Tennant's got an RBI, and I didn't write it down for him. So Tennant's has himself an RBI. Actually, that was crazy. being able to read my own box score or my scorekeeping card and know what happened, that was freaking cool. We didn't put fingers in here. He didn't get any at bats. Over here on the Pittsburgh side, Stinnett got 1 RBI. So Stinnett got that RBI. Ellis got an RBI. 1. So what happened here? There's a double and a walk that went first and second. Bloop. Sanguien got an RBI. And I didn't write it down. Yeah. So there's our 2 RBIs. Sanguien gets 1. Ellis gets 1 on the sac fly. And then Kelly Stinnett. Doc Ellis gets 1 of 3 RBIs in the game. That was way more fun than I expected. It definitely took a little longer than I expected, but given that I had never done any of this before, that was cool. I need to start thinking about, like, there's definitely some stuff I need to go through and figure out on the like fielding positioning and stuff, but I do feel good about saying, all right, we tried a bunt. We tried bunting a couple times. We went to look to steal. We did get a couple rare plays in there, even though I got the first one potentially wrong. Yeah, that was real cool. I could see a scenario where I try to go through and play some more games. Thank you for coming and chilling here with me in my awful green screened camera. This has been me playing with Season Ticket Baseball. I'm gonna play some more of this and see. Yeah. Come back and check out Fast Drive Football. Check out my series with the Pro National Golf Tour on History Maker Golf, Up-Tempo Basketball. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been playing. I don't like to push the like and subscribe stuff, but you know what? Come and do it. Like and subscribe and come and check these things out. It's a great time. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. See ya.